So, this is a really big deal to me. Now, I do not have an autism diagnosis. I certainly have the genes for it. I have three children with a diagnosis, and they are what would have been called Asperger's before. When we got our daughter diagnosed and the doctor was asking questions about behaviors, I said to the doctor, "You're describing me." I certainly have plenty of traits, and one of which was that I found it physically near impossible to look at someone when I was talking to them. And I started praying for freedom for whatever was binding me and the kids in relation to autism. Not that I was embracing that I had it. I struggled with the thought of it. But then one Sunday, April 28th, 2024, I know the date, I was having a conversation with someone about autism, which they brought up. And I mentioned to them as an example how I couldn't look people in the eye. And as I was saying it, I realized I was looking her directly in the eye. And I didn't understand what had happened, but as I tested it out over the next couple of weeks, I knew the Lord had done a huge miracle. It was gone. I could look at people when I talked to them. And this was huge for me. I had been wrongly labeled as shy my whole life because of how I looked down instead of looking at people and didn't know how to start a conversation and hold a conversation. I believed a deception about myself, and it's so hopeful that my kids and I will experience more freedoms. The autistic brain has a lot of perks. For instance, it comes with a fierce stubbornness, which can become a fierce determination and a stubborn faith. And I don't want us to become different people. You know, God made us who we are, but I want to be free from what's binding us. I can remember way back as a teenager, someone asking me about God, just primed and ready to give their life to the Lord, but I was looking at my feet. And she said, "If you don't want to talk about this, we don't have to." And I was thinking, best day ever. And I assured her I wanted to keep talking to her. And she started coming with me to church that week. But it also made me feel like I wasn't made for evangelism. I gave people the wrong idea. I had the wrong idea. And the Lord is setting me free. And it's very exciting.